Hello everyone, this is Turin here, and today guys I'm here with another Total War Warhammer live BattleCast. In this game we're going to be playing the Greenskins and we are facing off against the Dwarfs, but we're not going to do a traditional Greenskins build, rather we're actually going to do an all Goblin Skarsnik build, because I know you guys have been demanding that for quite some time. So for Skarsnik we will keep the Spider to Bad Moon, maybe, nah we probably don't need that, but TRICKSY Traps is pretty good. Gives you speed, leadership, charge bonus, all kinds of good stuff. So we're going to get two Goblin Big Bosses right here, of course. Let's go ahead and get them, and we don't really need Slippery. I mean, it's not going to be hard to catch the Dwarves in the first place. So on top of that, let's get a Night Goblin Shaman. We'll cut this. Sneaky Stabbing's fine. Vindictive Glare we do not need. Itchy Nuisance is great. Gork will fix it. We don't need. And you know what? For fun, we'll get the Curse of the Bad Moon and see how much damage it does to these bad boys. So for the front line, we're going to get some Nasty Skulkers. Obviously going to be the most intuitive choice here, but we're also going to get the Regiments of Renown. So let's cut two of those guys. Let's get the Arachnarok Queen. Let's get the Hammer of Gork, and let's get a Doom Diver. That would be fun. And or do we just want to get a Goblin Rock Clobber? It's so much cheaper. Yeah, let's just get the Rock Clobber. So for missiles, we're going to need some Rusty Arrows and maybe just some standard Goblin Archers just to kind of cheap out on things. And let's cut our army and just get a little bit more space. I wish like when you played Goblins, it would just let you play like big army sizes. You know, that's one of the things that's a little bit annoying. So we're going to get the Morgub's Mangy Marauders. We'll get the Teeth Robbers. And so we have the Spider, we have Teeth Robbers. I'm just trying to make sure that I have like all of the troll units that you guys enjoy watching. So I think the one thing we're missing is some Squigs. So Squigs we could, what do we cut though? There's so much. We could cut one Goblin Archer, which will give us a group of Squigs. All right. So it's a little bit of a janky army here, but we're going to try our best to make it work. Oh yeah, hey Joey, see? Yes, I am. I am a mighty YouTuber just playing Haggard builds. This might actually be... Dwarves are one of the factions that I feel like it's so tough, like in so many matchups. I mean, even the Teeth Robbers, who are kind of like a meme of a unit, perform really well against the Dwarves, but against the Goblins, I think they would do better, like than like a unified Orc army or an undivided Orc army with Orcs and Goblins. But nonetheless, it's still a tough matchup for them. So, you know, I remember, man, back in the day when the King of the Warlord DLC came out, like how frustrating it was to just deal with like hordes of Squigs. Oh my goodness, that was just a nightmare. But you know, the Dawi persevere. They figure out ways to win, and you know what? Let's see if my opponent here can do it. Good luck to him, and hopefully the Arachnarok Queen doesn't take too much of a beating. I'd love to see some like Iron Drakes or something. So, but we do have our Hammer of Gork as well as our Goblin Rock Clobber. So that should be pretty cool. But guys, Norsegeist is coming out soon, in about a week. So you guys will be seeing some action from that soon. I'm going to be doing some Wolfric campaign. We're going to be doing a full playthrough, and eventually Italian Spartacus and I will probably do a head-to-head. So we'll do when I'm back in the United States, because right now our time difference, because since I'm in Poland, is it's too much. Like it's hard. We can only play on the weekends, and then what would that be, like one episode a week? And we want to put it out a little bit faster than that. So all right, so let's get our Gobos in the front line here and set them up like so. And all right, so. And let's get them nice and wide, nice and spaghetti, so we don't get gyro bombed too aggressively. We'll put one Goblin Missile right here, and the other one can kind of sit right here. For the rest of the troops, we'll put the Goblins right here. Not the Goblins, but the Rock Clobbers, and we'll put them there. And, you know, we don't need to worry about the Dwarves pressuring those, really. So Skarsnik and the boys can kind of be accompanying the main line here, which should be good. And the Night Goblin Shaman can be chilling in the back. So that'll be our standard formation. We'll put a single group of Squigs, and we'll just kind of send them wherever he has, like, a weakness in his line. We'll go ahead and send in there. And the Arachnarok Queen is really, really good against the Dwarves. It's you know, it is susceptible to missile and thunder fire, but the fact that she can like summon stuff and really, troll with that is it's incredibly strong. So, all right, let's ready up. Good luck to my opponent, and let's see how the Queen does here. She does have the Maternal Instinct, guys, which did get nerfed. It's on a 45-second cooldown. It used to be like a few seconds. So when they did all those kind of big blanket nerfs to summoning abilities, like that was one of the ones that got hit. So the Arachnarok Queen is ready to go. We have Skarsnik with his Prodder. He's not the best choice against the Dwarves as far as Goblin Lords. I honestly think the War Boss with potions and, he has anti-infantry and mobility. Like, I think he's a better choice, but Skarsnik is still really good. So, all right, let's run over here. Let's get these guys kind of marching. And are we in range? Yeah, I think we are in range. So what do we want to focus? We don't care about great weapons because we don't have much armor. So we're just going to focus down his troops in the front line. Does he have Iron Breakers? Let's actually get this one group focusing the Rangers here. Why aren't those Rangers stealth? Oh, I think we're actually close enough to see them, which is pretty cool. So honestly, with the, what does he got here? So these, yeah, he has Gyro Bombers, but I mean, I have the Mangy Marauders here, so the Mangy Marauders will wreck those things pretty hard. So let's just get the boys moving and have some fun. Do I want to go in and rob some teeth? I think I do. I think you guys want some teeth robbed. So the Mangy Marauders, we're going to go ahead and just put him on the Gyrocopters, and even if he routes us off, he's going to take a lot of damage from that. And the Rangers have turned to fight, so let's pull back here. Let's get these guys kind of running up, and no, Chief Robbers, no, don't die. So we're just going to keep running. We don't want to be in range of those guys, so let's fall back a little bit, and yeah, let's just run off into the distance, because, man, he has a lot of stopping power there, guys. So let's go ahead and just get these guys marching, and these two groups can go ahead and focus on those Rangers, since we're going to be in melee in a second anyways. And we'll just kind of keep running out of his range and trying to be annoying. And all right, so the boys are almost ready to engage. So let's go ahead and get them here, here, and let's go here as well. And we actually have an extra group in the front line, so he doesn't have a wide enough front line to stop everything. And these missile troops, we can go ahead and start focusing on his rangers here. Actually, where do we, let's focus the Warriors of Dragonfire past it first. And these guys we can also get in there. Good. So he's chasing the Thief Robbers into the Shadow Realm, which I'm totally fine with. The Goblin Big Boss we can pull up around the back. And we do have the Spider to Bad Moon, but he's a little bit bunched up for that to like work efficiently, I think. So the Squigs also we want to go, and we can just have them kind of come and rear charge one of these guys over here. So we're going to rear charge into the back of these Longbeards right now, who probably aren't braced, and we're going to go ahead and man, those Rangers are just still chasing over there. So we should be able to break them here in a moment. So we'll kind of poke them, Skarsnik in the front. And also we want to summon some Spiderlings right here. So we're going to summon those bad boys. And oh man, the range on that got nerfed quite a bit, huh? So come on, summon the spiders. Can we do it? Can we do it? And yes, there are the spiders. Good. So we're going to run her back right now. We don't want her getting targeted by any of those big nasty troops. And we get a rear charge with the chariots, which is great. You can also see the rangers have been broken. So let's get a Goblin Big Boss in there too. Good. So we're doing some good work so far. Skarsnik and the boys are in the front. Let's go ahead and pop the Wah. And he does have a Grombrindle, the White Dwarf. So we do not want any of that business, guys. And he's focusing pretty aggressive here, but we can go after the Runesmith. And I think the front line engagement's going pretty well. So let's go ahead and pull up and around here. And how are our chariots doing in the back? So we left them in a little bit longer than they should have. And regardless, I think it's going good. Skarsnik's doing good. He's got his TRICKSY traps going on. So we're going to charge in here, battle this guy a little bit. And let's actually pull the Queen back here and like start, pressuring these missile units. So we'll go ahead and feast on these Rangers and just make sure they're finished off. I think that everything's, going relatively well. And where do we want to focus with our missiles? We can probably go after these Ulthar's Raiders in the back here. And because we really need to polish those guys and just get in there and, stop them from firing, because they do have really good armor piercing values. So now it's time for the Curse to the Bad Moon. So we're going to cast it back here and see if it can do any good work. And we do have another Maternal Instinct coming in. So let's go ahead and pop that and just march through. So Curse to the Bad Moon is popped, and it doesn't appear to be doing a whole lot, even though it's sitting there. But you know what, guys? I'm not going to complain. So let's move back here, make sure these troops are fighting. We can focus here with the missiles, focus here. It's going to be a little bit tough to kill all of his leadership and things like that, so we need to make sure to keep a lot of our high-value units alive. So we did charge in and finish off his artillery piece. So let's go ahead and chase these Rangers down on the far side. And we do have the leadership for Skarsnik and the nasty Skulkers here, so let's go ahead and just start hammering there as well. So the Thief Robbers are back, so let's go ahead and get them re-engaged on some of these great weapons, and you can see we're taking fire, so we can fight the Grumbling Guard. That's not a bad choice. But the Curse of the Bad Moon going a little bit off tangent here, but I'm not going to complain. It still looks very, very cool. We do have the Itchy Nuisance, which I definitely waited a little too long to cast. I should have casted that much earlier, but still, we have our good missile pressure. Our Hammer of Gork is over-chasing a little bit, so let's go ahead and shoot in there. It wouldn't be a Goblin game if we weren't massacring our own troops, so... All right, cool. So let's keep moving, and it looks like we are kind of breaking a lot of the Dawi stuff, but we have to make sure that our Ragnarok Queen isn't getting focus fired. And what does he have here? Oh, the Ulthar's Raiders are broken, so now we can kind of feast and chase those guys down. We can also use Skarsnik's Prodder here, but man, those we probably want to be focusing down his gyrocopters. I've been kind of just ignoring them, to be honest, but let's focus down those gyrocopters. Let's get all these guys charging in here, and it looks like we have kind of collapsed a lot of his stuff. Uncle Gromby doing a very, very good job of kind of going after my elite units, but yeah, the Meiji Marauders here are feasting, though. They've been chasing down really valuable units, and the Goblin Missile Fire here should be back online. So we have these guys and the Goblins who we'll just keep them on hot pursuit of those gyrocopters for now. Good. So the main fight is underway. Skarsnik and the boys almost have broken those Longbeards on the far side. And do we have any Squigs left? I think we do have some Squigs that are fighting the good fight in here. And yes, we're finally getting in range here, and we do have the Maternal Instinct, so we can summon those. Yeah, where do we even want to summon them? We can summon them here, and then let's get the Meiji Marauders out and have them start to help with those gyrocopters, because we've just been so lazy with killing those things. So let's get in there and start poking those guys down. So good. So we have an infantry blob here that's in pretty good shape. Who are they fighting? Uncle Gromby in here? It must be Gromby. So let's kill the Runesmith first, and then we can go ahead and send Skarsnik in as well. He's going to be very helpful. We just have to make sure he doesn't get picked off. So we do have this Maternal Instinct, so we summon those guys, and let's go ahead and send the Spiderlings after those Rangers on the high ground. And it looks like my opponent's starting to suffer army losses a little bit. Yeah, the bounce of power just shifted in my favor. So let's go ahead and push in here, and we do have TRICKSY traps in the wall coming in. And now we actually have some good focus fire on his gyros, so it should put those guys out of commission. I should have done that so much sooner. And the Thief Robbers, a little bit lazy with them, but nonetheless, they're still pretty gangster. So we'll get in there and mess with Gromby a little bit. We were able to kind of break his caster. So let's go ahead and cast the Sneaky Stabbin'. We'll use it on Skarsnik to kind of make him sneaky and stabbing and all that kind of good stuff. We'll cast TRICKSY traps, and we'll just get in there and just kind of try and bully this guy around. So the Ragnarok Queen obviously will be very good at kind of taking down Grombrindle as well. So let's see what he's got coming back from Route. So he has some Rangers back there. The Spiders did a pretty good job of chasing off those reinforcements. We do have the leadership buff as well. And yeah, everything seems to be going to code. Yeah, Grombrindle's starting to go down. I don't think he has Flash Bomb or anything left. So yeah, I don't know what else he could do, especially if we're really aggressive at chasing down his reinforcements as they come back. So yeah, the Runesmith shattered, and it looks like it's going to be army losses. So well played to my opponent. It was a pretty fun game. You guys got to see the Thief Robbers. You got to see some Squigs, the Arachnot Queen, Skarsnik and company. It was definitely a fun time for all. So let's go ahead and take a look at the breakdown here. So Nasty Skulkers did well, 106 kills, wow, 1828. I mean, even 28 kills against the Dwarves isn't bad. His army was good, like I liked it. He had Dwarf Warriors in the front line just to kind of have an insurance against Goblins and, you know, cheaper orcs and like Savage Orcs and things like that. And then he also had Longbeards to deal with Black Orcs. He had the Rangers to deal with like high value pertinent targets, you know, cavalry, things like that. But my one critique would be is that the 3 Rangers plus the Raiders here, plus the Goblobber, plus these Gyros, he didn't have enough of an infantry corps. So we were able to really just overwhelm and, you know, have like 2 units on top of, you know, every one of his mainline infantry units. So that would be my one criticism. But other than that, I like the army. I mean, it could work against like, you know, Black Orc or some sort of an army like that. So, but yeah, really well played to my opponent, Joey C. Look forward to seeing you again on ladder, and hopefully you guys enjoyed that Scarsnet cast. Have an excellent night and take care.